Hello, and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes, so let's get started. First, this is not correct.
So if you're ready to build real skills fast without breaking the bank or spending years in a classroom, keep watching this video. Of course, you're going to start using AI as your personal tutor. I'm not just talking about asking Google or ChatGPT random questions.
I cannot say, of course, you're going to start using AI as your personal tutor. First, I cannot say you gonna. If I say gonna, that's a reduction of going to, so I need the verb are. You are. You are going to, contraction, you're. You're going to or you're gonna. I cannot say you gonna. It's you're gonna. Make that sound like burger. You're gonna. Of course you're gonna start using AI as your personal tutor. Tutor? The word is not pronounced like this. It's pronounced tutor. Two, like the number 2. Tutor. The second T is a fast D. Tutor. But the first part is to, not chew and not chew, but to. Tutor. Of course you're going to start using AI as your personal tutor. This is correct. But I'm not going to do that. So we see the pronunciation of TU is confusing. When we see it in the middle of the word, you can hear the ch sound, like in adventure or furniture, nature, natural. But if you start the word with TU, we do not make that sound. We use the real T, like in tutor or tuba. Use the real T when you start a word with TU. Example, he's a tutor. He's a good tutor. He's not AI. He's a real person. Let's practice. Is he a good tutor? That's right, he's a good tutor. And he can play the tuba. Tuba, not tuba, but tuba. Let's practice. Can he play the tuba? That's right, he can play the tuba. This is also not correct.
Another app that you can use is Microsoft Copilot app. I like it for analyzing long articles.
Another app you can use is Microsoft Copilot app. We cannot say this. We eliminate app and we say, another app you can use is Microsoft Copilot because it's the name of the app. We do not say app. We use just the name, Microsoft Copilot. But what if I want to use the word app? Okay, you can. Then we use the Microsoft Copilot app. This is correct also. So either take away app and say Microsoft Copilot, or if you say app, say the Microsoft Copilot app. Example, I don't know anything about Microsoft Copilot. I don't know anything about the Microsoft Copilot app. What about you? Let me know in the comments. What do you know about the Microsoft Copilot app? Or what do you know about Microsoft Copilot? Let me know in the comments. This is also not correct.
And you actually retain more when you learn in bite-sized chunks versus like once in a month for a whole day. So here's the science.
We cannot say once in a month. We eliminate in and we say once a month. Examples, once a day, once a week, once a month, once a year. We do not use in. We do not say once in a day or once in a week, once in a month, once in a year. No in. Once a day, once a week, once a month, and once a year. Example, he washes his car once a month. Let's practice. How often does he wash his car? That's right, he washes his car once a month. Not once in a month, but once a month. But we do have this expression, once in a blue moon. This is an expression, so we use in here. Kind of confusing, right? So once in a blue moon means not very often, very rarely. Example, he has a dirty car. He washes his car once in a blue moon. Almost never, rarely, hardly ever, once in a blue moon. This is an expression and this is correct. Let's practice. How often does he wash his car? Does he wash his car once in a blue moon? That's right, he washes his car once in a blue moon. Not once a blue moon, but once in a blue moon. This is also not correct.
This is where it gets really exciting because we're in 2025 and anyone can build a lot of new things, something that wasn't available even a couple years ago.
I cannot say even a couple years ago. even couple years ago? I need a. Even a couple years ago. What about of? Even a couple of years ago? Sure, you can use of if you want to, but you don't have to use of. It's optional. But you have to use a couple. I cannot say even couple years ago. I have to say even a couple years ago or even a couple of years ago. What's important here is the before couple. A couple years ago. Example, he bought a car. He bought a car 2 or 3 years ago, so I can say he bought a car a couple years ago. Or he bought his car a couple years ago. I can also say he bought his car a couple of years ago, but of is optional. Let's practice. Did he buy his car a couple years ago? That's right, he bought his car a couple years ago. This is also not correct.
And the next step in your learning is to make it addictive in a good way. So how do you get dopamine from what you just learned?
I cannot pronounce the word dopamine. It's not dopamine. I cannot use the I sound at the end. In. It's not dopamine, it's dopamine. I have to use the long E sound like green beans. Dopamine is the correct pronunciation. You get a shot of dopamine. You get a rush of dopamine. That's the chemical in your brain that makes you happy. That's dopamine. So example, you get a shot of dopamine from your brain. That's where it comes from. Let's practice. Do you get a shot of dopamine from your brain? That's right, you get a shot of dopamine from your brain. So we see these words ending in I-N-E making the long E sound. Dopamine, machine, routine, magazine. But there are other pronunciations too. There are 3 pronunciations. There are 3 pronunciations of I-N-E when it's at the end of the word. If it's a one-syllable word, it's easy. It's always I, like fine and mine. But if you have more than one syllable, if it's 2, 3, or 4 syllables, then we have 3 different pronunciations. Sometimes it's I, like Valentine. Sometimes it's E, like magazine. And sometimes it's in, like imagine. So it's confusing. We have 3 different pronunciations of I-N-E at the end of the word. Thanks for watching, and keep watching to practice more with this difficult pronunciation. First, this is not correct.
But please, please, please don't get swiped away with everything that is happening.
Don't get swiped away by everything that's happening? Swiped away? I don't know what this means. I know the verb swipe. For example, on your phone you can swipe right or you can swipe left. Or when you use a credit card, you can swipe your credit card. But there's no swiped away. This doesn't exist. Let's practice with the verb swipe. Can you swipe right or swipe left on your phone? That's right, you can swipe right or swipe left on your phone. Now let's talk about your credit card or your bank card. Sometimes you have to swipe your card to pay. Sometimes you can't tap. Tap or swipe. Sometimes you have to swipe your card to pay. Let's practice. Do you have to swipe your card to pay? That's right, sometimes you have to swipe your card to pay. Let's hear that clip again.
But please, please, please don't get swiped away with everything that is happening.
Don't get swiped away with everything that's happening? She means swept away. Like you're carried away, you're swept away. That's what she means. So let's talk about the verb sweep. In the present, sweep. In the past, swept. For example, I can say he's sweeping the floor. Or in the past, he swept the floor. He swept the floor and he did a good job. Let's practice. Did he sweep the floor? That's right, he swept the floor. Did he do a good job? That's right, he did a good job. Now let's talk about the phrasal verb sweep away. In the past, swept away. It means you're carried away. I can say the car was swept away by the flood. Sweep in the present, swept in the past. The car was swept away by the flood. Let's practice. Was the car swept away by the flood? That's right, the car was swept away by the flood. It was carried away. This is also not correct.
And jobs with most openings and jobs in high demand,
I cannot say jobs with most openings. When I use most in this case, I have to use the article the most. So it's correct to say jobs with the most openings. So let's talk about job openings. This company is hiring. They're hiring. They have a lot of job openings. Do they have the most job openings? I don't know, but they have a lot of job openings. Let's practice. Are they hiring? That's right, they're hiring right now. Do they have a lot of job openings? That's right, they have a lot of job openings. This is also not correct.
But guess what? You think, oh, I need to do bachelor's in computer science first.
I cannot say I need to do bachelor's in computer science. Do bachelor's? We don't say this. We say get a bachelor's. Bachelor's is countable. We have to say a. Whether you say a bachelor's degree or just a bachelor's, we need the article a. And we use the verb get, not do. You get a bachelor's. Example, she got a bachelor's. She got a bachelor's degree, but I don't have to say degree. I can say she got a bachelor's in computer science. We don't do a bachelor's, we get a bachelor's. And remember to say a. It's countable. Let's practice. Did she get a bachelor's in computer science? That's right, she got a bachelor's in computer science. This is also not correct.
And the reason behind choosing Canada for study abroad for many of our clients is that
I cannot say the reason for choosing Canada for study abroad. For study abroad? She means for studying abroad. First, we have to make the verb in a gerund. Studying. After for, we need a gerund. For studying abroad. Pronounce the sound. Abroad. Example, he chose Canada for studying abroad. Let's practice. Did he choose Canada for studying abroad? That's right, he chose Canada for studying abroad. Or I can say, he chose to study abroad in Canada. This sounds better. Let's practice. Did he choose to study abroad in Canada? That's right, he chose to study abroad in Canada. This is also not correct.
And this what would help you go ahead without being distracted by hype that is happening around you.
I cannot say in this what would help you. We need a verb. We need the verb to be. We need is. It's correct to say, and this is what would help you. I cannot say, and this what would help you. I have to say, this is. Example, if you want to improve your English, what will help you? Studying every day. This is what will help you. Let's practice. If you want to improve your English, what will help you? Practicing every day? Is this what will help you? That's right, this is what will help you. This is also not correct.
This is what will give you the most progress. So the link will be below.
I cannot say the most progress. The word is not pronounced progress. It's pronounced progress. In America, we use the open ah sound like hot and stop. Progress. We don't use the long O like no and go, progress. In America, we say progress. Example, they're making a lot of progress. Let's practice. Are they making a lot of progress? That's right, they're making a lot of progress. This is also not correct.
This is when dopamine is produced by our brain.
I cannot say this is when dopamine is produced by our brain. The word is not pronounced dopamine. It's pronounced dopamine. I have to use the long E sound like green beans. Dopamine. Not dopamine, not I like this is, but E like green beans. Dopamine. So, example, dopamine is produced by our brain. And this makes us happy when dopamine is produced by our brain. Let's practice. Is dopamine produced by our brain? That's right, dopamine is produced by our brain. And what does it do? Does it make us happy? That's right, it makes us happy. So when you have INE at the end of a 2 or 3 syllable word, you have 3 different pronunciations. Sometimes it's pronounced ein, sometimes it's pronounced in, And sometimes it's pronounced een. Keep watching to learn the difference and learn which words are pronounced in the different ways, so you can avoid pronunciation mistakes in the future. Keep watching to practice more. So if you have one syllable word, like mine, the sound is always I, a long I sound, mine. But when you have more than one syllable, you can have 3 different pronunciations. Valentine uses the original I sound. I, long I, Valentine. But you have words like nicotine, where the sound is E, a long E sound, nicotine. And you have words like imagine, that has the short I sound, imagine. We're focusing on these words right now because my students make more mistakes with this pronunciation than others. So let's practice this one. So we're going to practice the pronunciation of the sound in for INE. Example, medicine, margarine, intestine, genuine, famine, and jasmine. Let's take a closer look. Our first example, medicine. Pronunciation is in, medicine, medicine. Medicine is not countable usually. We don't say a medicine or medicines. Some medicine. Do you take any medicine? No, I don't take any medicine. Or yes, I take some medicine. Remember, the action is take. I take medicine. No eat, no drink. Take. Pronunciation, medicine. Me. D, med. I, medi. S, medis. I, medici. Medicine. Medicine. Stress on the first syllable. Medicine. Medicine. Not countable, no just medicine. Don't forget to take your medicine. Let's practice. Do you take any medicine?
No, I don't take any medicine.
Do you take any medicine? Does she take any medicine? Very good. Next we have margarine. Margarine is not real butter. It's similar to butter, but it's not real butter. I prefer real butter. I don't like margarine. Pronunciation, margarine. Open sound, ma. Mar, mar. J, strong j. Marge. Marger, marger. Marjorie, marjorie. Margarine, margarine, margarine. 3 syllables, stress on the first syllable. Marge, margarine, margarine. I don't like margarine. Let's practice. Do you cook with a lot of margarine?
No, I don't cook with a lot of margarine.
Do you cook with margarine? Does she cook with margarine? Very good. Next we have intestine. So remember, the INE is pronounced in, intestine. 1 intestine, 2 intestines. That's right, you have 2. You have a large intestine, but first the food goes through the small intestine. So intestines. Pronunciation, intestine. I. In. T. Int. Inte. S. Intest. T. Intest. I. Intesti. Intestine. 1 intestine. 2 intestines. Z. Intestines. Intestines. My intestines are healthy. Let's practice. Do you have any problems with your intestines?
No, I don't have any problems with my intestines.
Good. Does she have any problems with her intestines? Very good. Next we have genuine. So remember, the INE is pronounced in. Genuine. Genuine is 100% real, not fake. Genuine. I prefer genuine leather. I don't like fake leather. I like genuine, real leather. Pronunciation, genuine. J. Je. Gen. Genu. 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 Genuine. Genuine. First syllable, stress, genuine. Let's practice. Do you like genuine leather?
Yes, I like genuine leather.
Do you like genuine leather? Very good. Next we have famine. Famine is countable. For one, a famine. There is a famine in their country. They don't have enough food for the people. All the people are very, very hungry, and they are dying and getting sick because they have no food. There is a famine in their country. Pronunciation, famine. Fa. Fam. Famine. 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 Stress on the first syllable. Famine. It's countable, a famine. There is a famine in some countries. Famine. Let's practice. Is there a famine in their country?
Yes, there is a famine in their country.
Is there a famine in your country?
No, there is no famine in my country.
Is there a famine in her country? Is there a famine in their country? Very good. Next we have jasmine. Jasmine is a flower, and you can make tea with jasmine. I don't like jasmine tea. It's not my favorite. Jasmine. Pronunciation, jasmine. J. Ja. Z. Jazz. Jasmine. 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 Stress the first syllable. Jasmine. Jasmine is a flower. And I don't like jasmine tea. Let's practice. Do you like jasmine tea?
Yes, I like jasmine tea.
Do you like jasmine tea? Does she like jasmine tea? Very good. So remember these special words ending with ine. We pronounce them all the same, in. Remember, medicine, margarine, intestine or intestines, more than one, genuine, famine. Remember, it's countable, a famine, and jasmine. So all of these words are pronounced with the in sound for the ine. Turban, adrenaline, heroin, doctrine, determine, and urine. Let's practice. These two words are pronounced exactly the same. Turban, he's wearing a turban, and turban. This is a turban. In America, it's more common to hear turban, but in England, they say turbine. Some people in America say turbine, but it's more common in America to say turban. Example, these are wind turbines. They create electricity from the wind. Pronunciation, turban. Turb, turb, turbid, turban. Wind turbines generate electricity. Turban. Let's practice. Are these wind turbines?
Yes, these are wind turbines.
What do wind turbines do?
Wind turbines create electricity from the wind.
Are these wind turbines? What do wind turbines do? Very good. Next we have adrenaline. Adrenaline. Remember, ine here is pronounced in, adrenaline. Adrenaline. You get a rush of adrenaline when you think you're going to die. So, she got a rush of adrenaline when she jumped out of the plane. Adrenaline. Adrenaline. J. Remember, DR together make the sound J. So again, J. A J. A J. A J. A dre. A dre. Adren. Adren. Adrena. Adrena. Adrenal. Adrenali. Adrenali. Adrenaline. 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 You get a rush of adrenaline when you think you're going to die. Adrenaline. Let's practice. Did she get a rush of adrenaline when she jumped out of the plane?
Yes, she got a rush of adrenaline when she jumped out of the plane.
Did she get a rush of adrenaline when she jumped out of the plane? Very good. Next we have heroin. The pronunciation is the same. The drug heroin and the person heroin. Hero is for a boy, and for a girl we say heroine. It's a girl hero. So, Black Widow is the heroine of the Avengers. Pronunciation, heroine. Air, hair, 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 hero, hero, heroine, 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 heroine. Remember, heroine is the pronunciation for the drug, and heroine is a female hero. Pronunciation, heroine. Heroine. She's the heroine of the story. Let's practice. Who is the heroine of the Avengers?
Black Widow is the heroine of the Avengers.
Who is the heroine of the Avengers? Very good. Next, we have doctrine. Remember pronunciation? In. Doctrine. Doctrine. The nuns follow a strict doctrine. Or you can say they have a strict doctrine. Doctrine is countable. A doctrine. They have a strict doctrine. A doctrine is rules for a religion or organization. Their rules are a doctrine. Pronunciation, doctrine. D. A, da. K, doc. Ch, doc, ch. Remember, when you have TR together, it makes the chicken sound, ch. So again, doc, ch. Doc, ch. Docture. Docture. Doctre. Doctrine. Doctrine. They follow a strict doctrine. Doctrine. Let's practice. Do they follow a strict doctrine?
Yes, they follow a strict doctrine.
Do they follow a strict doctrine? Very good. Determine. Determine is a verb. So I change the verb. If I say a positive attitude determines if you have success or not. So a positive attitude determines your success. Determined with ed is an adjective. He is determined. He will not quit. He will not stop. He will reach his goal. He is determined to learn English. Determine. D. I. D. T. Dit. Deter. Determ. Determ. I. Determine. 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 Stress is on the third syllable. Determine. Determine. Determine What determines your success? A positive attitude determines your success. Or, if you say, I am determined to learn English, then we have the sound D. I'm determined. I'm very determined. Let's practice. Does a positive attitude determine your success?
Yes, a positive attitude determines your success.
Does a positive attitude determine your success? Very good. Is he determined to learn English?
Yes, he's determined to learn English.
Is he determined to learn English? Are you determined to learn English? Very good. Our last word is urine. When you take a drug test, they test your urine. This is a cup of urine. So you can say he needs to take a drug test or he needs to take a urine test. They're the same. Pronunciation, urine. Y. Your. Your. Ure. Urine. Stress on the first syllable. Urine. Urine. They test your urine for drugs. Let's practice. Do they test your urine for drugs?
Yes, they test your urine for drugs.
Do they test your urine for drugs? Very good. So remember, these words are special. They have a special pronunciation. Pronounced in. Example, turban, adrenaline, heroin, doctrine, determine, and urine. Example, imagine, examine, engine, discipline, feminine, and masculine. Let's practice the pronunciation. Example, imagine. Imagine is a verb or an action, and the pronunciation, imagine. The boy likes to imagine he's an astronaut. He likes to imagine traveling in space. After imagine, we use a gerund, traveling with ing. He imagines traveling in space. Let's take a closer look at the pronunciation. Pronunciation, imagine. Im, ima. J. Strong sound, j. Image. Imagine. 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 Stress on the second syllable. Imagine. 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 Can you imagine traveling in space? Let's practice. What does he like to imagine?
He likes to imagine he's an astronaut.
Does he like to imagine traveling in space?
Yes, he likes to imagine traveling in space.
Does the boy like to imagine he's an astronaut? Does he like to imagine traveling in space? Very good. Next word is examine. Examine, using the sound in for ine. Examine. It's a verb. The doctor has to examine the patient. I can make the verb in continuous. Examining. What is the doctor doing? He's examining the patient. Pronunciation, examine. Egg. Z, eggs. Exact. Exam. Examine. Examine. Stress on the second syllable. Examine. The doctor needs to examine the patient. Examine. Let's practice. Does the doctor have to examine the patient?
Yes, the doctor has to examine the patient.
Does the doctor have to examine the patient? Very good. Is the doctor examining the patient right now?
Yes, the doctor is examining the patient right now.
Is the doctor examining the patient right now? Very good. Next word is engine, making the sound in for the I-N-E, engine. This is an engine. For one, an engine, a motor. The car is old and the engine is old, so this car needs a new engine. Pronunciation, engine. N, j, strong j, eng, engine. 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 Stress on the first syllable. Engine. 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 He has to put a new engine in his old car. Engine. Let's practice. His car is old. Does he need to put a new engine in the car?
Yes, he needs to put a new engine in the car.
Does he need to put a new engine in the car? Very good. Next example, discipline. Discipline. When my children don't behave, no computer, no candy, and no TV. Discipline is a noun. I think discipline is important. And discipline is a verb. I discipline my children. I discipline my child when he doesn't behave. Pronunciation, discipline. D. S, dis. Disse. P, disip. L, disciple. Discipline. Discipline. Stress on the first syllable. Discipline. I think discipline is important, and I discipline my children when they don't behave. Let's practice. Do you think discipline is important?
Yes, I think discipline is important.
Do you discipline your children?
Yes, I discipline my children.
Does she think discipline is important? Does she discipline her children? Very good. Example, feminine. Feminine is an adjective. It describes anything that looks like a girl, like a woman. Feminine. The dog has a pink bow and a pink collar. The dog looks feminine, like a girl. Pronunciation, feminine. Fe, fem, femme, femin, feminine, feminine. Stress on the first syllable. Feminine. Your dog will look feminine if you put a pink bow on it. Let's practice. Does the dog look feminine?
Yes, the dog looks feminine.
What makes the dog look feminine?
The pink bow makes the dog look feminine.
Does the dog look feminine? What makes the dog look feminine? Very good. Example, masculine. Masculine is an adjective. Describes something that looks like a boy, like a man. This dog looks masculine. Like a boy, like a man, not like a girl. The dog looks masculine. Pronunciation, masculine. Ma, s, mass. K, mask. Y, mask, y. Mask, mask. Mascule. Masculine. Masculine. Stress on the first syllable. Mask. Masculine. Your dog will look masculine if you dress him like Batman. Masculine. Let's practice. Does the dog look masculine or feminine?
The dog looks masculine.
Does the dog look masculine or feminine? Very good. So remember these words. Words ending in ine can have different pronunciations. All of these have the sound in. Imagine, examine, engine, discipline, feminine, and masculine.
Thank you for watching.
And if you want to improve your pronunciation and avoid making mistakes, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.